Hello, my friend. Have you got a couple minutes that we can share? I've been doing very serious thinking. These are particularly perilous times. In the midst of fantastic technological and medical, even scientific progress, we're faced with possibly the beginning of World War III, beginning in what we see as an out-of-the-way place like Iran in the Middle East, but leading step by step to worldwide, outright atomic war. It's horrible to think, but these things do happen. What are we here to do in America? Is there anything we can do to forestall a coming cataclysm, unthinkable tragedy? Yes, there is. See it for what it is. Look at it with a cold, level gaze. A war between two gods. And get on our knees or stand with upraised hands and call on our God to intervene and settle the dispute. Who are the two gods? Yes, there are two gods. The first, strongest, is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of the Bible, the creator of the universe and everything in it. The other, God's enemy, known in the Bible as Satan, the accuser, the tempter, the father of lies, who even created uprising and rebellion among the angels and was thrown down to earth, where he resisted and opposed God among humanity, presenting an eternal choice all humans have to make in our time on earth. Which God we will serve? That choice, the one we must make now, was dramatically made clear in Israel's earlier history after the people demanded a king to rule over them, not just to obey God's will and word as revealed by Moses and other prophets. Though King Saul felt he was in charge and reveled in it, the day came when he and all the people of Israel, the ones God had chosen for his own, were opposed by the Philistines, who had a god of their own, and a 10-foot giant named Goliath, who challenged Israel's best soldier to fight for supremacy over their combined peoples, if that was to happen. Well, you know what happened. That giant was so big and threatening that no Israeli soldier wanted to face him. Who could blame him? Till a young man named David confronted Goliath in front of all the assembled fighting men with these words: "You come to me with a sword, with a spear, with a javelin, but I come to you in the name of the Lord of hosts, the God of the armies of Israel, which you have defied. This day the Lord will deliver you into my hand, and I will strike you and take your head from you." And he did that. With one small rock in his sling, he split the giant's forehead, grabbed his huge sword, and beheaded him. Now that was deep, active faith in the biblical God, the one we Christians and Jews know is truly God. The other God has taken many names: Dagon, Asheron, Baal, and they are all distinguished by their absolute and unaccountable hatred of the Jews. Today, the God of Iran has sworn to absolutely destroy the Jews, the Jewish state, and their ally America. So do you see it? It's truly a battle of the gods. Young Israeli soldiers have sent rocks of missiles into the vitals of Iran, intended to cripple and discourage the enemy, but so far they've held back the final shot that would behead that weakened giant forever. It could happen any time, but we can't know exactly what the results would be. So what can we do? My friend, we must pray fervently for the Jewish people and even the trapped and sadly misguided Iranian people who've been led down the road of hatred and prejudice by servants of this demon god of murder and death. We can pray that our God of mercy, love, and righteousness can get through to the current leaders in Iran with the realization that unleashing atomic power in destruction and death can only result in those things for their own nation and the people who look to them for guidance. This is the battle of two gods. Which one will you and I pray to for decent resolution and a humane society that wants only goodness and joyful reward for our faith? I think you know the answer. We've got to be praying and praying diligently.